It started like any ordinary weekend. Just a casual stop at a local car boot sale, the British version of a flea market. People are selling old clothes, furniture, used books, and cheap jewelry from the trunks of their cars. No one expects to find anything life-changing there, but one woman did. She was browsing casually when something caught her eye. A chunky silver ring with a large, dull white stone in the center. It didn't sparkle like a diamond. It looked cloudy, scratched, aged, worn out, but something about it felt right. She thought it had personality, that vintage, gothic kind of look. She slipped it on her finger, smiled, and bought it for just $10. That's around 13 US dollars. And that should have been the end of the story. But instead, it became a legend. She wore the ring for decades. Literally around 30 years. Shopping, cleaning, traveling, why it was her go-to accessory. Not because it was expensive. Not because she thought it was valuable. She just liked how it made her feel. But here's the twist. What she thought was costume jewelry was one of the rarest antique diamonds in the world. One day, while chatting with a local jeweler, he noticed the ring. He paused, looked again, then said, "You should get this checked by a specialist." Curious, but not expecting much, she brought it to Sotheby's, one of the world's most prestigious auction houses. There, they had it examined by the Gemological Institute of America. And that's when reality shattered. The ring contained a 26-27 carat cushion-cut white diamond, a real one, antique. Likely cut in the 19th century, when diamonds were cut to preserve size, not to sparkle like modern ones. That's why it had fooled everyone. The stone looked dull because it was historic. The band looked cheap because it was original. And for over 30 years, this woman had worn a $500,000 diamond like it was fashion jewelry from a thrift rack. The final result, it was listed for auction in 2017, and it sold for $350,000. That's around $500,000, Jessica Wyndham, head of Sotheby's London jewelry department, said. This is one of those one-in-a-million discoveries. The kind of treasure story people dream about, but never think will happen to them. And the woman? She chose to remain anonymous. No social media fame, no headlines. She simply walked away, richer, wiser, and with one incredible story. It's the kind of tale that makes you look twice at every junk ring in a thrift shop tray. Because sometimes treasure hides in plain sight. Sometimes you're holding a legacy on your finger and don't even know it. So next time you see a dusty old ring at a yard sale, a flea market, or buried in a clearance bin, you might just be holding $500,000 and not even know it. Would you have checked, or would you have worn it,